How's it going, guys? Bluebeard takes way too long to upload a video on his main channel, Gamer here. Welcome back. So, I don't know if you've heard, but there's been a game out for a little while now called, I don't know, Pokémon Unite. And it's pretty fun. It's a Pokemon-based MOBA, and I've been playing it a little bit, not too much, obviously, and I've been streaming quite a bit of it as well. And I've been working this whole time towards that elusive rank of Masters in competitive. And like I said, I've been working pretty hard on it, and just recently, I finally hit it. Now, what this short video series is about, yes, there are going to be more than one, and that's going to be the exciting part. This is a 3-part video. Yeah, you guys are going to have a fun weekend watching all my stuff. But, yeah, so what these videos I wanted to do is, I think the most enjoyable part of a MOBA, I mean, obviously there's the fun gameplay, but there's also the opportunity to learn from your previous games and to develop new strategies, new ways to counter different characters. And I wanted to take this opportunity to look back at some of the games that got me to Masters. I'm going to be showing you the last 3 games that got me to Masters, one for each different video part. And I'm going to be breaking down what I did, what I was thinking at the time, and perhaps some things that I could have done better whenever I make mistakes. Now, I haven't really done a commentary thing like this before, so I'm bound to miss some things that I could have improved upon, but it's part of the learning process after all. That's what this is all about, right? So without further ado, let's jump in to the first game. Alright, so this is the first match I wanted to show you guys. As you can see, I was going on a bit of a defender streak. I want to say all 3 matches maybe Slowbro. Maybe we have some support in here, but I was doing pretty well as Slowbro, and not a lot of people were selecting defenders, so I usually ended up filling the defender role because jungle's usually a solid lock. In this match, seeing that someone went Crustle, I think I may have gone Blissey, just because Blissey is by far my favorite support at the moment. I love being able to go hard support. You can see my items here: Buddy Barrier, Focus Band, and Score Shield. Going bottom path, and the presets I have are, I want to say, Helping Hand and a Soft Boil. Those tend to be my go-tos. Unless there's a Wigglytuff, then sometimes I'll consider going Safeguard, but it's really just a meta call at that point. If there's not a lot of CC I have to worry about, in this situation, for example, there's really not a lot of CC to worry about, with the possible exception of Cramorant. So I think I probably went Soft Boiled. And you can see most of our team is running Eject Button. You have the Crustle running the Fluffy Tail, and then Talonflame running the X Attack. I definitely think that the Speedsters are probably the best ones to run X Attack. I love to run X Attack when I'm playing Talonflame. The only Speedster I feel like I'm somewhat okay at. And then as you can see below, they have more of a meta team. They have a Blastoise, a Lucario. They have an Eldegoss instead of a Blissey or Wigglytuff, which is nice. And then a Cramorant, I want to say that was a Greninja. Running into a Greninja and a Blastoise pretty much non-stop is a bit unfortunate. But let's just talk about what I did here. So I was on bottom lane with a Cramorant. You go Pound for a start because you need to have that extra damage going down the lane so that you can get to the end faster, and that can allow you to potentially have a better chance of stealing the middle farm that is constantly contested in these matches. And Cramorant's really good at clearing lanes, by the way. As you can see, their Whirlpool is very effective. So I want to say, yeah, so I was able to run all the way over and actually steal their jungle. They have a Lucario, so you would think that they would be able to not only steal the middle farm, but also all the other farm as well. But I want to say I steal this one too. I was really aggressive at the start of this game, and I think it really worked out well for us. And I do have Heal Pulse at this point, so I'm helping out Cramorant. I see it's low on health, I pound it, there we go. And we've stolen the middle farm and one of their farms now, so as long as we can stay alive, we're in a good position XP-wise. And you can see our junglers up top, Fletchinder's coming down. There's going to be a lot of pressure upward here. I had to run back and get a berry, otherwise I could have been running in to just attack them. And then we see that their jungler actually came down, so we did get a 1-for-1 there. The jungle going down is a bit of a shame. Their jungler's still down here. I think I remember that Frogadier, or he is a Frogadier at the moment. I think I remember him being really annoying. And then, yeah, you see I went soft-boiled because there's really no Cramorant down here that I have to worry about. The Pokemon we're up against don't really have a lot of CC. They did get a good bit of that farm in the middle. I try to save Cramorant and just fail miserably, and then I'm just alone down in this lane with 3 people. I have to fall back because there's no way I would survive that. Even running away, I still almost died. So it's a mistake that I've made a ton, is that whenever I'm a defender or a supporter, if it's a 3v1 or even a 2v1, sometimes I will just try to stay and defend, and it's usually a losing battle. I need to learn to fall back a bit more and just concede some points every now and then. I think that's definitely a mistake I made especially in this match, I actually saw that I was doing it and I decided to fall back, and that kept me alive. So they did score a few points, but you know, it was bound to happen. I steal the middle farm again, so I'm feeling really good about that. I managed to heal that Fletchinder as it was going by. You can't really tell by my face because I'm very stoic normally, except when I'm mad. But I felt like I was doing really well with how much I was landing that. Our jungler is now fully evolved in the Talonflame. You can see our Talonflame actually does a wonderful job in this match, as you can see there. They just dive in, they take out someone. Lucario's very low. I actually managed to get Lucario somehow. Our Talonflame in this match is just amazing. Look at it, look at him go. Normally speedsters are having a pretty hard time right now, with the exception of Aurora. I think Talonflame is very much underrated at the moment. Talonflame still isn't the best Pokemon in the world by any means, but if you have a good Talonflame like this Talonflame is, you can just clean house. Brave Bird and X-Attack are such a strong combination, especially with the Aerial Ace combination you can get that I've worked on a little bit. I want to say the combination is Brave Bird, Aerial Ace, a boosted attack from Aerial Ace, and that recharges Aerial Ace for you because you just did Brave Bird recently. It's a very specific combo, but it's very solid for damage output. So as you can see, we're starting to gather down here for the Dreadnought fight. I've learned more and more recently to go after the Dreadnoughts. They're very important. I think I run in here and score, or I try to. I think Cramorant's the one that got off the point. Someone did is the point. But we managed to get their bottom goal, which is really good, because now they can't use that as a heal position to come after Dreadnought. So it takes them longer to get here. They can't fall back. They have to fall back farther to heal. We're in a very good spot. So I'm just chasing off Cramorant so my teammates down there can get Dreadnought, and we do. So that's wonderful. If we can get the level advantage on them early on, it's really going to be able to help out in terms of my survivability as well as my teammates, because, you know, 1 or 2 levels in a MOBA is actually a more significant difference than you would think. I've had to learn that, just trying to fight someone who's a level or 2 higher than me and getting annihilated, just thinking, what in the world happened? But as you can see, I'm looking, I see that a lot of people are gathering up top for Dreadnought, so at the very least, before I head up there to help them, I want to score the 15 points, just because you have to score points when you can. And my team's been doing pretty well at defending, so I'm not super worried about them being without me for just a couple of seconds. I probably could have run in faster, especially because there's a bad situation now. We did lose our top goal, but there were 4 of them dead there for a second there, so we should be able to turn this around and get some good points on this top goal. Because it's still above 5 minutes, there's no way they have their launch pad yet. We're going to get some points here, and we do. That's actually a good amount. I just got Helping Hand as well. Wait, no, a second. I had Helping Hand. I'm an idiot. I just got the upgrade for Helping Hand. And now I can just accompany this Cramorant, and we're just going to go clean house. I don't really remember where he's going. I think it's just that we have someone on bottom. Actually, now that I think about it, the Cramorant's been on bottom with me for a long time. I sometimes forget what I'm saying, apparently. Helping Hand with Blissey, by the way, is great for clearing farm and keeping up in level. Because as you can see, Helping Hand in about 4 shots, which is usually what you get out of Helping Hand, and if you optimize it, can basically clear the Combies if you're lucky. So it's a very good way of staying up to level with Blissey, especially if the opponents aren't around, obviously, to steal, because Blissey's not the fastest attacker. So I'm signaling. Dreadnought starting in 20 seconds again, the second Dread. Come on down here, guys. Let's help out. It's really hard to stop people scoring when they have so few points like that. Blissey, as I've said, is not the fastest attacker by any means. We are starting to have a little bit of trouble here. I think I run in and try to heal them a little bit. I let the Greninja go get those points because I'm just trying to keep my teammates alive. I do go down. Yeah, this wasn't a great fight for us. Talonflame and Crustle, because of the Buddy Barrier, I think that Talonflame activated. We do alright for a little bit, but as of right here, we all go down. So, Lucario and Cramorant are kind of hanging out on the edge. I don't remember if they're able to steal. No, we don't. So they do get it, which is a bit of a shame, but because we got the first one, we're not doing too bad on levels, so that's good at the very least. I decided to go after this Audino because they're having a little bit of a fight up there. Cramorant's ulting. I do a soft boil to keep him alive because Cramorant's ult is just so oppressive. It's really awesome if it's on your side. So you just keep him alive, and he will do a really good job of zoning. Talonflame, and I want to say that's Crustle up top. They've managed to get Rotom, but Talonflame is dying. Crustle's not doing too hot on health. So from what I remember, I don't really go to help them because there's really not much we can do in that situation. They're already having to take a couple people to defend against the Rotom. It's already gone down anyway, so it would have gone down by the time I get there. I'm just helping out the Lucario get away faster. I don't know what he does here. I think he was probably waiting in the bushes to ambush the other Lucario. And I think I'm starting to head up top because I can see there's a pretty big team fight going on up there. I'm just stealing some farm in the middle while I can because our jungler is in a fight already, so they're not going to be able to use it, and the other jungler is also fighting up there. I think I tried to stop this and failed just barely. That's probably one of my biggest mistakes I make in this game, is I constantly come up just shy of being able to stop goals, and I often will waste an eject button to do that. I waste probably 75% of my eject buttons. I either do it like that, to where it doesn't accomplish anything, or I'll do something stupid to where I eject button to try to get away from someone and still die immediately afterwards, so a bit of a waste there. But as you can see, there's a pretty big fight going on here. Talonflame's doing a really good job of sneaking in and doing some burst damage. Their Lucario ran really far in to take care of the Cramorant, so I'm just using the opportunity to helping hand his face, and Talonflame can come in and clean him up, because Talonflame is great at that. There we go. So the damage I was able to do to slow him down, because he had to attack me, because otherwise I was probably going to take him down. So I was able to slow him down just long enough for Talonflame to come clean him up. Third Dread has spawned in. We're definitely not getting that, because there's 3 seconds. Also, you wouldn't want to get a Dreadnought that close, because then you have that Zapdos debuff. And as you can see from the field, with the goals, the game is definitely still close enough that getting Zapdos is going to be important. I don't remember why I did this. That was not very smart on my end, because I wasted my ult and I almost died. Actually, I think I may still die to this Greninja, because Greninja's absolutely insane. No, I got him. I wasn't sure, because after a Greninja, I think he ulted as well, which is why I think he did at least. Greninjas are just so brutal right now. I honestly am surprised I survived that. I think I may even have been surprised in the clip. I don't remember seeing my face, but we did a great job of being able to win the team fight there, even though I wasn't in there. I think the fact that Lucario was over by me was good because he wasn't annihilating my teammates. So in this situation, I'm just using Helping Hand, just trying to run through as quickly as I can, because as long as I can get there, I can dunk 100 and heal up a little bit. I'm gonna die here. That's pretty much guaranteed. So now what I'm doing, this is something I've gotten into the habit of more of nowadays, is that whenever I die like that, because I will inevitably die trying to score points, is just not run back. I'll signal for everyone to retreat, because if they can, because as you can see, Talonflame, they're just running for their life. I don't think they get out, if I remember correctly. But, yeah, they don't. But yeah, basically what you have to do at this point is you can get all those points, but you just have to fall back and defend. That's really it. So now I just sit on this little pedestal there, and I just wait. As you can see, there's something going on up top. They have their Eldegoss up there. You can see the little pollen puff. So I jump over. I start doing stuff to try to stop them, just to minimize what I can. They do still get off a few points. But luckily their Lucario does not have a score shield, or at least it's not active. So I'm able to prevent about 50 points there. The Eldegoss still scores, but they had a small amount and a score shield, so there really was nothing I could have done there. Because Blissey just does not have a high damage output. Their Greninja's really trying. He has 48 points, but we do break his score shield and just annihilate him because there's a Cramorant and a Lucario there, so he's not getting away with that. Greninja doesn't have that much HP. So as you can see, we won pretty solidly there, and I'm very excited apparently. But yeah, let's so all in all, that match was okay. I definitely think I could have improved in some aspects. I probably could have done a better job of healing my teammates there, because there were a couple times where there was a team fight going on that I was just trying to get some levels, but with the amount of high damage output that they have on that team with Greninja and Cramorant, I don't know how much my healing would have done in those situations, whereas the extra XP I got from leveling, I think certainly helped out my longevity in the long run, and my footage went away because I didn't time this out properly. So professional. But let's jump on to the second match I wanted to show, and we'll talk about that.